This is a breaking news alert.
Got some more breaking news moving into this long holiday weekend. A federal judge just gave Hillary Clinton and James Comey some very, very bad news. Paris Wade, Liberty Writers News reports that Judge James E. Bosberg, he's on the attack. He wants the details of Hillary's email investigation to finally get seen by the public. Earlier this week, we reported that the FBI was withholding documents on the Clinton investigation based on lack of public interest. Well, according to the Washington Times, a federal judge has now ordered the FBI to disclose more details on the investigation into Hillary Clinton's secret email account. Quote, after reviewing the document in the camera, the court concludes that it largely rehashes information already made public, thus obliviating any need for secrecy, according to the judge. Now, Judicial Watch, Tom Fitton over there, they've been suing the government for more information on the Clinton emails. Now, here's what he had to say about the matter. Take a look.
But they did interview Comey's chief of staff at the time and one of the top lawyers in the FBI who worked for Comey as well. And they asked them both when he began creating the statement that was ultimately read in early July. And it turns out that he began working on it in April and May, 3 months earlier than we, I think, have been led to believe by pretty much everyone, including Mr. Comey, under oath. According to the document, they say, who is the lawyer who says this? Yeah, his chief of staff says he began working on it sometime in spring. I don't remember exactly when. The director emailed a couple of folks, and then May of 2016 was when he recalled that it was sent out early May 2016, or early April, or excuse me, April or early May. And the lawyer who was interviewed said that the idea to make a statement was in early May of 2016, and Comey wrote a draft of that statement. And so essentially the thinking was they knew how it was going to turn out, and they were going to do this statement exonerating or recommending no prosecution of Hillary Clinton. Now, what hadn't happened by then, when he began drafting this statement exonerating Hillary? They hadn't interviewed Hillary Clinton. They hadn't interviewed a total of 17 witnesses, including her chief of staff, including her IT people, 17 witnesses. And many of those witnesses, as you know, outrageously were given broad immunity agreements. And if you want to know why now they were given immunity agreements, why they were handed out like candy, it's because evidently there was no real investigation. They weren't intending to prosecute anyone. So why not hand out an immunity agreement? And as this letter points out, Katie Pavlich broke the story over on townhall.com yesterday. Remember, these immunity agreements included agreements to destroy evidence. If they got laptops, they would destroy the evidence. So really outrageous conduct. And it calls into question Comey's testimony, because he suggested that he made the decision to exonerate Hillary, not recommend prosecution, in July. And it was related to the tarmac meeting that had happened just a week earlier. Well, that wasn't the case. He began drafting his get-out-of-jail-free card for Hillary Clinton in April or early May.
That is an absolute bombshell report that you will not see anywhere. So thank God for Judicial Watch. Thank God for Tom Fitton. Okay, they just revealed that Comey never planned on recommending charges against Hillary in the first place. This is huge, huge news. Okay? Unfortunately, it's dropping on a Friday, moving into Labor Day weekend. A lot of times these things, they don't get the coverage that they deserve. So being Friday, it's really the worst day to break news. So I'm relying on you guys out there in the internet world, Next News, dedicated viewers. Do your part, really help us get this word out of what's happening over there with this message. This is a really, really big story. Now, Tom Fitton also released a statement about the ruling that the judge made. He said, we're happy with the ruling, but it is unbelievable that we are being opposed by Trump appointees in the State and Justice Department on the Clinton email issue. You heard that right. Trump appointees are actually holding up this matter. He said President Trump ought to be outraged that his appointees are protecting Hillary Clinton. I'm outraged. You should be outraged. Okay? And Trump should be outraged as well. He went on to say the State Department should initiate action with the Justice Department, and both agencies should finally take the necessary steps to recover all of the government emails Hillary Clinton unlawfully removed. It's time the emails finally came out. It's time the public finally gets a chance to look at that and see what really, really went on inside that scandal, so we can hold all these individuals accountable. The public deserves to know the truth. So get this out there, patriots. Don't back down in the face of evil. This is our time. Comment below, subscribe for updates, and mash that share button. We'll see you at the next report. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi.
Badass shirt now available. Link in the description.
You possess the power to impact the global narrative. Please share this report, and to get more videos like this, become a Next News subscriber by clicking the link below. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.